After last week's superb instalment, this one goes back to business as usual, checking in on all the different storylines and moving them forward a tiny amount. It's not bad, but probably the weakest the season has been so far. Hopefully this is just a temporary blip before they start ramping up for the finale. The first group is Rand and Egwene among the Aiel. Cold Rock's Hold is an impressive set, all made out of rocks but more sophisticated than something like the Flintstones. Rand's experiences last week don't seem to have affected him much. He's still been very casual about the whole Caracan business, when he should be profoundly changed by the whole ordeal, otherwise what was the point? Maybe he's just putting on a front, we'll see. At least Moiraine is clearly shaken by her own experience, knowing that she cannot survive if she wants Rand to win the last battle. She has a good scene with Lan, the two actors have a great chemistry, and by now they do feel like lifelong friends. We also get a scene of her saying goodbye to Siuan. I haven't been a massive fan of their relationship in the show, but this could be the end of it, and they do play it well. Frankly, Moiraine's love interest in the books is even more unlikely, so at least we were spared that. Egwene's experiences learning to dreamwalk are probably the most significant strand. In the books, all the Aes Sedai end up using it to communicate long distances, like having their own WhatsApp group, so it's going to end up being quite important. There are some effective scenes in the dream world, with Egwene wandering through an empty Tar Valon, with dreamers popping in and out as their dreams intersect with it. The scenes of her spying on her friends' dreams are also true to the book. Luckily for her, Mat was dreaming about his family, rather than something more erotic. It was not the case for Rand, though, as she walks in on him when he's at it with Lanfear. It's a very soap opera ending that you can see coming a mile away, and no doubt we'll get the fallout next week. Hopefully that will be the end of this whole love triangle storyline. It just drags the whole show down to the level of a CW teen drama, and as we saw last week, it can do much better than that. In the White Tower, we get some strong scenes between Sophie Okonedo and Shori Agdashlu, as the war between Siuan and Leda starts to heat up, with Leda openly insulting the Amyrlin in her own office, and Siuan luring her into a trap, which ends with her being stabbed multiple times by a Grey Man. Luckily, Wheel of Time operates on the same rules as the Scream movies, where you can just be stabbed over and over again without actually dying. Mat, Nynaeve and Elaine are still en route to Tanchico. Nynaeve is massively seasick, which is hilarious, and Mat finds Min and recruits her into the group, because he trusts her now, even though last season she was working for Ishamael. We also get our first sighting of the Sea Folk. In the books they all go topless when at sea, but there was no chance of that here, frankly. The Game of Thrones books had a city where all the women had one breast out at all times, and even they cut that out from the TV version, so there was no way the show like this would keep something like that in. It would probably have been too distracting anyway. Finally, we have the Two Rivers storyline, where we get the only real action scenes, as Perrin and his little gang infiltrate the White Cloaks to rescue Mat's mother and sisters. It's not that impressive, shrouded in fog, so it's very hard to see what's actually going on, and Perrin has no trouble just casually wandering in and freeing the kids. There is a bit of a fight after he finds Mat's dead mother, but it's quite short, and Fael still has to rescue him in the end, even though she's like half his size. Meanwhile, Alana and her remaining warder have several tedious scenes. She sends him away, but he comes back in the end. Who cares? She still ends up riddled with arrows, but I'm sure she'll be fine. It's just like getting stabbed. Next week, I'm guessing things will kick off in the Isle storyline, with all the clans coming together to acclaim Rand as the new leader. He's going to have to do something impressive to win them round. I don't think the tattoos will be enough somehow. The Black Azure Hunters are all in Tanchico now, so hopefully things will start to get going there. And at the White Tower, will Leda launch her coup against Siuan? Press subscribe if you want to catch my reviews of the upcoming episodes, and I'll see you next time.